Okay, good morning everybody. This is our last phonics lesson now before the big summer holidays, but I hope that you will carry on reading and carry on practicing your phonics in the holidays, because you will definitely need to do phonics again in year 2, so we don't want you to forget anything. So let's start off with today's lesson. So we have been looking at split digraphs, and I can't find my packet now. Hang on a minute. Oh, it's because I'm sitting on it. We have been looking at our split digraphs. So I wonder if anybody could tell the grown-up that's in the room with them all the split digraphs that they might know. See if you can tell your grown-up now. What split digraphs have we got in here? Yeah. What else? Go on, Lila. Yeah. Yeah. One more. How are you doing in your groups? We've nearly got them all. Well done. I think we collected them all. Excellent in Cobalt's group. So we have looked already at this one. And yesterday we looked at the IE, which has gone missing. We're not going to do this one at the moment, although we've looked at that one before. That one makes the E sound. It's not so common in English words, but a few English words do have that one. And we've looked at this one before because there are 2 different ways of saying this sound. Tell your grown-up which 2 different ways are saying this sound. Ooh and you. Oh, my group are cooking with gas. It's the ooh sound or the you sound. So ooh like flute and you like tune. Excellent. So today we're going to look at another one, which is one of our common split digraphs, and it is going to be this one. What sound does this make? Oh, 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 you're right. Excellent. So let's see if we can sound out some words with the O sound in them. Here is our first one. Let's have a look. Own, throne. I think somebody's been scribbling on my sound buttons. Own, throne. Okay. Next one. Own, stone. Here we have an alien. There is our little alien. Own, trone, trone. No such thing. Okay, this one. Close. It can sometimes say close and it sometimes says close. So if I said close the door, we would say, we know that an S sometimes makes a Z sound, especially when it's followed by an E. So sometimes that word would say close, but I have used the word close quite a lot. You're too close. Stand 2 meters away, too close. So close or close, but it still has that split digraph in it. Okay, here is a little bit of a longer one. Explode. Right, here is another. Here is our alien here, look. Oak. Float. Float. A load of old nonsense. This one. Bone. I found a bone in the garden. Our next one, here we go. Oak. Spoke. I spoke to Miss Wilkinson first thing this morning. And our last one, a 2-syllable word. Maypole. Unfortunately, because we've been in lockdown, we didn't get the maypole out this year, but we would have been dancing around the maypole while we were learning about castles and about the UK. So maybe you can sneak that in next year when you're in year 2 and dance around the maypole. Okay, on to the writing part of our lesson. So get your home learning books and a pen or pencil, or your whiteboards and pens if you're in school. And can you write me the word globe? Globe. A map of the world is a globe. A 3D map of the world is a globe. Globe. Remembering that we are using this spelling, the split digraph spelling of the O sound. My class, you need to be quiet, please. O, O. Globe. 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 Have a look. Have we got sound buttons? You noodle. Let me have a look. We've got one in there, see if that one works. Okay. Next word, hoping. Oh, no. Stop. Hope. Sorry. Hope. Hope. I hope you will work hard on your reading. Hope. Sorry, Miss Fother's got a bit carried away there. Hope. Okay, really long word. Oh, that's looking good. Okay, to make up for that very short word, I've got a really long word here that you need to think about. Telephone. And Miss Fother's top tip, the sound is not an F. Think about the other way we've learnt to make the sound. It's a digraph, 2 letters together. Telephone. 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 And it's not an F. Think of the other way we know to spell the sound. Telephone. Okay, and our last word, a longer word, envelope. 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 Okay. Are we ready to look at our words? Here is our first word for today. So, can you find the UK on a globe? Globe. Check that you have your sound buttons in the correct places and that you have spelt it correctly. Globe. Globe. Here is our short word afterwards. Hope. Hope. That should definitely be correct. Hope. Okay, here was our long one with our tricky sound in the middle. Own. Telephone. I told you that it wasn't an F for the sound. Did you remember this is the other way we have learned to say the sound? Or I can see some of my children did remember that. If you didn't, just change it so that it looks like mine and you have got it written correctly. Own. Telephone. Well done. And our last word, another longer word, envelope. 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 Okay, look carefully, make sure all your sound buttons are in the correct place so your grown-ups can check that you know how the word is made up of sounds. Envelope. Envelope. Telephone and envelope. Quite tricky, those ones. I'm hoping that you did okay with them. Okay, so we are now going to do our reading our sentence. So I have got a long sentence here. And I am going to just have a look. Okay, so I have underlined the, which is not a sounding out word. All the other words are sounding out words. So let's have a look. We went. Oh, that one's not a sound. Oops, silly Miss Fothers, got carried away there. To the forest and saw an antelope and a owl. Okay, so now we sounded like robots there. We've sounded out all the words. We need to make sure it makes sense when we say it. So we went to the forest and saw an antelope and a mole. Let's just read it again a little bit faster. We went to the forest and saw an antelope and a mole. We don't have antelopes in our country, so we couldn't go to a British forest and see an antelope and a mole together. A mole is one of our British animals that we looked at before Christmas, but an antelope does not grow in the UK. An antelope grows in Africa. They have antelopes, and I'm not sure about other continents, but lots of antelopes in Africa. So we went to the forest and saw an antelope and a mole. Okay, well done. Right, now for the writing. So home learning books again and whiteboards. This is quite a long sentence, so pay attention. The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. I'll say it again. So the smoke rose from the fire into the sky. Your turn, you say it. The smoke rose. Right, okay, stop. Okay, listen to me again because I'm going to ask you to repeat it. The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. Right, I will say it one more time and then you're going to repeat it on your own, because if you don't know what you're saying, you can't write it. You need to know what your sentence is going to be before you can write it. So it's my turn now. The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. Your turn. The smoke rose from the fire. No, stop. Right. The smoke did not rise into the fire. That doesn't make sense, does it? Think about the sense of what you are saying. The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. Okay, we seem to have a problem remembering the whole sentence in my group. I don't know about anybody else's. So let's break it down into two little bits. The smoke rose from the fire. That's what you're going to write now. The smoke rose from the fire. Go. The smoke rose from the fire. The smoke rose from the fire. Go. The smoke rose from the fire. So smoke, the O sound in smoke is a split digraph, and the O sound in rose is also a split digraph. And the I sound in fire is also a split digraph. The smoke rose from the fire. That's what you should have written. Do not write a full stop at the end of it because that is not the whole sentence. I'm going to repeat that bit in a minute. The smoke rose from the fire. The smoke rose from the fire. The I sound in fire is also a split digraph. The smoke rose from the fire, and the next bit of the sentence is into the sky. Where did it go? Into the sky. The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. So see if you can complete the whole sentence now. The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. Don't forget what kind of punctuation you need. We will have a think about what kind of a sentence it is in a minute. The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. Could the grown-ups in the other groups give me a thumbs up if your children are ready to look at this sentence, please? The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. Mr. Sain's group is ready. Split digraph for the I in the fire. Miss Sturck's group is ready. We are nearly ready. Okay, I am going to start, I think. Oh, Mrs. Hudson's group is also ready now. Okay, so let's have a look at our sentence. The, everybody should have with a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence. So, smoke, oak. Why is it a K and not a C? It can only be a K and not a C. Why, Pippa? Because it's followed by an E and it would say smose. You're right, excellent. Well done. My group are cooking with gas with a soft C now. So it would, it's followed by an E and that would make a C say smose. No such word. The smoke rose from the fire. So that was the first part of our sentence. The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. Into the sky. We should know when there's an I sound on the end of a word like buy and my and try. It is the Y sound. Why can this not be a C? I don't even know how to say it. You're right. It would, because if it was a C followed by a Y, it would make a S sound, wouldn't it? So it would say sigh with a S for this and a S for the. You're right. It would be. So it has to be the K because otherwise it would be a soft C. So let's have a look at this again. The smoke with a split digraph, rose with a split digraph, from the fire with a split digraph into the sky, which has to have a K because it's followed by a Y. Have a look at that. Make sure your sound buttons look like mine, please, so that your grown-ups can check that you know how the sounds in the words are made up. The smoke rose from the fire into the sky. Okay. Oh, I've got lots of children waving sentences at me. Okay, that is fantastic. Okay. We have come to the end of our little phonics journey in our bubbles at home or our bubbles in school, because we're not doing phonics tomorrow because it is assembly. So thank you very much for joining us in all your bubbles and you children that are at home. And you will need to do phonics in year 2 as well. So if there's a wet rainy day maybe in the holidays, you might like to go onto the school website and look at our lessons that we've had together and see if you can have a little practice of your phonics, because you will need to show your new teachers exactly how good you are at phonics. You will need to practice those again. So thank you for joining us.
Miss Fodland.
Oh,
can I just interrupt? Can I just say on behalf of everyone in school and everyone at home a really big thank you?
You're very welcome, children. It's been a very strange way to do phonics, looking at a screen and not seeing your lovely faces and not playing the usual games that we play. But I know you've worked really hard, so thank you for joining us. Thank you, children. And especially you children at home that have been watching us and joining us at home. Well done. So have a lovely holiday. Keep reading and keep doing your phonics, and we will see you after the big holidays. Bye.